You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football and Turkish Super League podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to a brand new edition of 15 minutes of podcast. We'll talk about what happened in the week 6, and we'll preview the week 7, and we'll give you inside information from Turkish Super League and Turkish football in general. As you know, after week 6, there will be postponed matches. We'll be playing starting on Tuesday tomorrow, and it'll go on Wednesday and Thursday. As you know, Beşiktaş, Galatasaray, and Fenerbahçe, because of the European competition matches, their games were postponed in the earlier of the season, and we're going into the week 7. With the postponed matches will be played. There's one more postponed match because of due to heavy rains in Samsunspor, Istanbulspor match was postponed until November 8th. So that's the only postponed match that we will have after this midweek Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday, postponed matches will be happening in Istanbul. Istanbulspor will host Galatasaray, and so today, Istanbulspor just announced they sacked their coach Fatih Tekke. That is the 4th coach who has been bite the dust in the very young season of Turkish Super Lig. We're into week 6, going into week 7. We already lost 4 coaches. So this should tell you something about the Turkish football and Turkish Super League. Well, recapping week 6, it was very exciting closing today on Monday. What a comeback from Hatayspor. As you know, Hatayspor, the earthquake victim zone, because they can't play their matches in Hatay. They are playing their matches in Mersin, near city, for Hatay. And after Trabzonspor going ahead 2-0, Hatayspor came back and beat Trabzonspor 3-2. That was a shocking. The only thing that I have questions, I always talk about the referees. The referees has made some very crucial calls this weekend too. And that tying goal, the ball hit Hatayspor's player's hand. That should be recalled. So anyway, Hatayspor came back to beat Trabzonspor, and week 6 closed today on Monday with a very upset. I think this was the probably Hatayspor will be the team of the weekend in the week 6. Beat Trabzonspor after Trabzonspor beat Beşiktaş last weekend, and they just came out and then just got beaten by last 10-15 minutes, and especially that winning goal for Hatayspor was in very seconds of the extended time, injury time. So week 6 closing today on Monday, and there were 25 goals scored, thanks to 5 goals scored on Monday today. And week 6 started on Friday and went on Saturdays and Sunday and finished today. So looking at the teams that while Galatasaray, Beşiktaş, and Fenerbahçe won their matches, there were a couple ties, and it was low scoring compared to some of the weekends, even though today on Monday in Hatay Trabzonspor we saw 5 goals. If we didn't see that 5 goals, there was going to be a very low scoring weekend. In week 6, the started on Friday. As I said, Gaziantepspor won their first match. They beat Istanbulspor 2-0. And Saturday there were 4 matches. Pendik at home, 2 Istanbul teams, Fatih Karagümrük tied 1-1, and Rizespor first time lost points. Actually, got a draw against Sivas at home, and Antalya was at home and beat newcomer 2-0. This was Antalya that winning this match 2-0, and Başakşehir was at home and Galatasaray. Icardi in 6 games, he's got so far 6 goals. Leading goal scorer in the Turkish Super Lig, beat Başakşehir 2-1 in this match. Also, Icardi in this match scored his goal in a penalty kick, because in the 18-yard line, Kerem Aktürkoğlu came in the second half, and somehow player, did he touch him or not? Looking at the replays again, I think this was bad call too. So overall, Turkish referees this weekend, pretty much in every match, again, made a very crucial calls. This was in Beşiktaş game, Galatasaray game, Fenerbahçe game, and today on Monday, I think in Hatay, in Mersin, Hatay, Trabzonspor match. I'm going to call it because I'm a realistic. When you see that the ball going to the hand, the tying goal for Hatayspor should not be there. It's 100% that goal should be disallowed. So did not happen. Referee and the VAR system did not see that. And then I think Trabzonspor there lost a huge points. But after week 6, going into week 7, and we look at the standings, Fenerbahçe sits on top with 15 points, perfect score. So far, they have no wins. No wins, but no losses. There are 2 more teams that hasn't lost a game. Galatasaray, who's in second place with 13 points. Don't forget Fenerbahçe, Galatasaray, and Beşiktaş. They will play their postponed matches on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then they will be at the 6-game mark, because right now Fenerbahçe, Galatasaray, and Beşiktaş, and Adana Demirspor and Istanbulspor are 1 game behind. They only played 5. The other teams played 6 matches. Looking in the stands, first place, Fenerbahçe with 15 points. Galatasaray is in second place with 13 points. Third place, Rizespor with 11 points. And Hatayspor, after winning today in Mersin, beating Trabzonspor, they are in the fourth place. They moved to 4th place from 10th place. That is the biggest mover this weekend. And Beşiktaş is in 5th place with same points, 10 points. And Trabzonspor dropped down to 6th place from 4th place. Trabzonspor has 9 points. This was their 3rd loss in 6 weeks. After beating Beşiktaş, they thought that they had a very good team. As I mentioned to you last podcast, beating Beşiktaş, they played much better. Beşiktaş looked bad, but Paul Onuçu, even though Trabzonspor lost today, Paul Onuçu had 1 goal, 1 assist, and Edin Visca scored Trabzonspor first goal. So Trabzonspor, after going down against Hatayspor, they dropped down to 6th place. 7th place team Kayseri with 9 points. And there are actually 4 teams with 9 points. Konyaspor, Kasımpaşa, Adana Demirspor with 8 points. They fell down from 6th place to 10th place, Adana Demirspor. Alanyaspor is in 11th place with 7 points. 12th place is Ankaragücü with 6, along with Antalya and Fatih Karagümrük. 15th place team, Sivasspor, is in 15th place with 6 points. They were in 12th place. They went down. And Pundit is in 16th. Başakşehir, after they were in 15th place, and then they went down to 17th place. Gaziantep, Istanbulspor, and Samsunspor. The last place team is Samsunspor, only have 1 point. So that is the standings before week 7. But this week, postponed match is playing on September 26th, Tuesday. Istanbulspor will host Galatasaray. On Wednesday, Adana Demirspor will host Beşiktaş. And Fenerbahçe will be at home against Başakşehir on this coming Thursday. After those 3 postponed matches will play, we'll see the standings before week 7 might change. Well, we'll see. Most likely, Galatasaray should not have any problem against Istanbulspor, and Adana Demirspor Beşiktaş match. Very crucial. They will play this match in Adana after Adana losing their match this weekend. And I'm sure Clive would want to win. And Beşiktaş, even though another team that came back last weekend playing at home against Kayseri after going down 1-0. And Beşiktaş beat Kayseri 2-1. And we'll see what happens, but playing back-to-back matches after week 6, postponed matches, and then week 7 coming up, and then you have the European matches for Galatasaray after week 7, Tuesday. They will be traveling to England to face Manchester United. As you know, Manchester United is goalkeeper is Altay Bayındır. He might play against Galatasaray. So, and Beşiktaş will travel, and Fenerbahçe will be in the European competition too. So, it is going to be a very busy time for Beşiktaş, Galatasaray, and Fenerbahçe playing postponed matches and then playing week 7 and then go to European competitions. So, and Sunday in this match, I told you in the week 6, Beşiktaş beat 2-1 Kayserispor. Ankaragücü was at home, tied with Konyaspor. Kasımpaşa was at home against Adana Demirspor. They beat Adana Demirspor 2-1. And last match on Sunday, Alanya was at home against Fenerbahçe, the top team in the Turkish Super Lig so far. Even though Dzeko didn't score, but İrfan Kahveci scored this match, this goal. It was a beautiful goal. We could tell you this. Icardi right now is carrying Galatasaray. But the thing is, playing in Turkish Super League and playing in the Champions League, the traffic is very busy for these teams and playing in the European competition. Even though Sanchez looked very good on defense for Galatasaray, Galatasaray still is not clicking as a team. I've been saying this. They're not gelled yet. They got very superstars. Like this match against Başakşehir, that penalty kick actually saved Galatasaray. So we'll talk about the week 7 matches after these postponed matches coming up played Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll come back, do the preview of week 7 for you guys, and listen to my podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast, and put your comments. What would you like to hear about Turkish teams? Or your gripe about my podcast? Please do so. See you next time. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Bye-bye.